Crimson Impact Metatron. Now, because she is a decent looking card, she is automatically high on my list because she's not bad looking, she ain't ugly like Megatron Storm. So yeah, if Shirayuki was a triple, she'd be super high on my list, but because she's a double, you could say she's like number 3 on my double rare list. Anyways, Crimson Impact Metatron is an Angel Feather unit, and is a grade 3 when it's a triple rare, and is released in set 9, and it's a pretty interesting card, because it's completely different from the rest of the clan. Now let's talk about why. First of all, cons, because I always like to talk about the cons, because I love to be enthusiastic when I talk about the pros. Con-wise, this card is a 10,000, so it's already really bad, especially since we're already entering an era where there will be cross-rights everywhere. At this point, we have 8 cross-rights. That is a lot. And being a 10,000, that's really bad because you're going to have to deal with, like, Burning Horde Dragon boosted by Bar variants. Masquerade boosted by Karen. Susano boosted by Gemini. Burning Horde Dragon boosted by Bar, as I just said before. Magnus boosted by Gareth. Die Dragon boosted by Karen Lloyd Daisy, stuff like that. She's going to be vulnerable to that, and it's not going to be fun. Another thing is, her ride thing, her superior ride thing, and herself does not really generate pluses. You don't really get pluses out of this card, you just kind of just wing it and see what happens. Hopefully. Now, for the pros, this card is actually very powerful because, first of all, when she declares an attack, she gets plus 3,000, but that's not why she's great. The reason why she's really good is because of her limit break, which is Counterblast 1. Choose 2 of your Angel Feather rear guards, put it to the damage zone, and then call 2 face-up Angel Feathers from your damage zone once per turn. Now, the reason why this is really, really good is because instead of swapping 1 card, you swap 2 cards. So if you're running the Million Ray Pegasus and the 1,000 Ray Pegasus, they get a 4k boost, so either the Pegasus becomes 11k booster, and the Million Ray becomes a 13k attacker, which is really strong. Don't even judge. It's pretty freaking crazy. For example, if you're running a Bethnal, the AK booster, boosting the Million Ray Pegasus after Limbrick, it's a 21 lane already. Another example, if you have the Million Ray and the 1,000 Ray Pegasus together, they become a 25 lane for no reason. So if you're finding another Metatron or a Coco, then bam, 25,000 lane out of nowhere. And because it's Angel Feather units, you can manipulate things such as damage inducers, you can manipulate no CL, which gives you an extra plus 2,000, and you can swap cards to unflip damage to reactivate Metatron's limit break, which is already really good because you can do it. It's the combos that you can do, the unflip damage and reflip damage, and constantly shell out power the moment you hit limit break is really strong. It's not unlike the other Angel Feathers where they just take damage and you try to play defensive. No, this card is just super offense bashing. You just want to destroy your opponent with crits for days, and you don't want them to live, and you want them to die, and that is the goal of this deck. Now finally, the main reason why this card is really, really good is because it has the same ride style as Azel does. So if you have the proper grade 2 as your Vanguard, and you have the grade 0 and the grade 1, you can move it to Soul to Spirit Call the grade 3, which is Metatron. The grade 2 and the grade 1 are not bad, and the grade 0 is like Krift. It has 5,000 power, so it's not a bad booster. The deck is really strong. It's just, you need to hit limit break, and they can't do anything else about it. So your opponent can just bash rear guards to try get rid of your stuff, but if you can somehow manipulate over that, you'll definitely win this game by just destroying their opponent with just crazy high numbers. It's a pretty good game. Hello! I got interrupted, but okay. Anyways, that's it for that. See you in the next one.